This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. I want to start by, of course, giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstone, rule well and teach well. Shalom to everybody tuning in, listening, and learning. Getting this edification from several brothers, doing this ministry. And, just get right into it, as you can see, from Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7, which we in the same chapter of Deuteronomy chapter 28, all of the curses that were prophesied to come upon the nation of Israel, not just, the southern tribes, but also the northern tribes, which went into captivity. Some of the southern tribes going into captivity before the so-called African Americans even got to America. But all of those curses that was prophesied in Deuteronomy chapter 28, having to go to our enemies for one of all things, thirst, hunger, clothes. The Lord is he's going to take that burden off of the nation of Israel's shoulders when the kingdom is established. And now we got this Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7 that's coming to pass, that the Lord is bringing it to fruition. Just recently, you had some brothers that was talking about the opioid epidemic. How it was just it was taking Jake out the game. It was like it was messing Jake up, but Jay kind of got back on his feet with some of this, with some of the addictions. Of course, you probably still got a couple of, Jays that just, Israelites that's, still suffering from this, that's the judgment of the Lord. But, through all of this, it caused, these heathens to really suffer from that, and it became a problem, for the heathen nations, specifically Esau, who was dealing with that, a lot more. This was being mentioned in one of the last lessons. But that's just one example of how, those curses that was on us is going onto our enemies, man. Another one that I can think of, dealing with the times that we in now, with gas prices being fucking $5, $6, $7 in some places, and things are starting to cost more. Well, that's also a curse that's coming upon our enemies, because don't nobody want to have to pay an extra fucking $3 just for your common purchases. You know what I'm saying? And this is the Lord, man, doing His judgments. Because we're getting ready to go into our kingdom, man. We're getting ready to go into our rest. So the roles have to change, because one man's kingdom is another man's hell. So we're coming out of this hellhole, of captivity for the last time, and we're about to go into everlasting righteousness, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go straight to this precept right here, and then we're gonna get to some more precepts. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. And the world is gonna end with the Edomites in power. Not the whole full world. The whole world is not going to explode. That's a philosophy. That's not in the scriptures. But but the end of the world, meaning the ending, because with the word world, it got different meanings. You got eon, cosmos, and you got if I'm not mistaken, I forget the third one. It slipped me, Slakia, but they mean different things. Eon meaning the time. Timing of a timeline of the world. The Roman, that was a different eon than the American Empire. The Roman Empire, and a different eon from the Babylonian Empire. And cosmos Meaning actually, yeah, the whole world, and then it's one more. I forget what it is, but yeah, Esau being the end of the world doesn't mean that the whole world is going to explode, the whole earth. But it just means that his rulership and his government is going down. And Jacob, starting with the house of David, and starting with Yahushua and the house of David, is going to pick up, that all golden kingdom, you know, being joint heirs with Yahushua, the elect, and they're going to rule, man. But this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and I'll start at verse 4. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins," right? Because she's sinned. She's this great whore, mystery Babylon, also known as Sodom and Egypt, which is America. She sinned, right? And she put the nation of Israel into captivity, right? When going off against the Heavenly Father. It says, but it was prophecy. And it says, and that ye receive not of her plagues, right? Because she's gonna get plagued for her sins, right? Let's go to Romans chapter 6, and the last verse. It says, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of Yahweh is eternal life through Yahweh Shai our Lord, right? So the wages of sin is death, man. The purchase of sin is death. What you get for the wage of sin, and the outcome is your judgment is gonna be you're gonna die, man. All right. It says back to Revelation chapter 18 and verse uh, 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 4. It says, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, right? And she's going to be plagued for her sins, man. If this was a righteous kingdom, everlasting, and, everybody strove for righteousness, there would be no reason for the Lord to judge. But, for all of the iniquities and abominable things that Esau allows here in Babylon the Great and other countries and nations that's on the earth, that's sin. The Lord is going to plague and judge, just like he did in the ancient times, dealing with the various empires, the land of Egypt and others. Verse 5, it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh remember her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, right? Because the Esau is going to go into captivity for 1,000 years, before being wiped out. All right. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double double. It says, and double unto her, double according to her works, right? Because we've served, I think it's over 500 years of captivity, in America, and he's gonna, serve 1,000, and then you gotta take in consideration, we're gonna have those spiritual bodies. We're gonna have those spiritual bodies, and not gonna be able to die, and we're gonna have spiritual power. So, you might, it's gonna be torment for him, and we don't know, if the time, because the scriptures say, for the elect's sake, the time shall be shortened, right? So we living in a time right now where the Lord is speeding up the time for the elect, and we're crying out to the Lord. I even, I pray that the Lord speed up the times. Brothers pray that the Lord speed up the time, just so that we can get quicker to the kingdom. But in the kingdom, it's gonna, it's not gonna be the same time. You're gonna be able to speed up the time, or you're gonna be able to shorten the time if you want. Because we're gonna live forever. So it's not gonna be just like, oh, we're, how it is here in America, where we praying to the Lord that He speed up the time. No, that's just for the elect's sake, that they get the kingdom. You know what I'm saying, a little earlier, Lord's willing. But this devil, man, he's gonna have to suffer every single last second of labor, and only time he's gonna get rest is on the Shabbat, because he's gonna have to do constant work, man, in the kingdom. It says, rebuilding, those wastelands with, the ancient, cities of Jerusalem, the right way, how they're supposed to be built, you know. The kingdom is going to be built up off the backs of, Edomites, Amalekites, so-called Russians, so-called Chinese. The heathens are going to go into captivity and build up the kingdom, man, for 1,000 years. You know, it says, and the cup which she have filled to her double, right? So once again, 1,000 years, right? It says, well, let's go to the next precept. Book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 10. Start at verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right. So he led us into captivity, transatlantic slave trade, transsaharan slave trade. We've been getting traded around from different nations, and all these other nations, not just Esau, had a hand in the spoil of putting Israel to captivity, man. Even Ham, you know, who was getting paid to do certain things to forward our to forward our captivity. Ham being so-called Africans. You know, it says which is not us. We not the people of Africa. We fled into different parts of Africa, West Africa. That's why you got a lot of Israelites out there in West Africa, because during the 70 AD in ancient Roman Empire, you had the Romans ransack the temple. That was the last time Jerusalem was ransacked like that. And you had Israelites trying to flee up out of there, so they went to different parts of the earth, from the Roman Empire over there by Jerusalem. It says, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, right? So that's the judgment. What you do in your body, you're gonna receive the judgment. And he's done these horrific things against the nation of Israel, in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is right, right, and once again, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and the Lord is going to reverse the roles. One man's hell is another man's heaven. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 8. He says, for it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Right. So, it's going to come a time to where we're not going to have to be captives under this devil. The Lord's going to break those bonds, even to the point of this flesh, because this flesh is the reason that we constantly keep going off against the Heavenly Father, and He has the appetite, put us into captivity, right? But we're not going to be able to go off. The Lord's going to put His laws in our inward parts, so it ain't going to be no more, you know what I'm saying, going off, and then the Lord have to judge us for, bring judgment upon us as a nation, for our trespass against what He's told us to do, and this has happened time and time again, right? But this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1. Actually, let me go back to verse 9. It says, but they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, right? Because King David is going to come back, and he's going to stand in his stead under Yahweh Shah, and you're going to have the house of David starting with the elect, and then all Israel is going to come out of the elect. It says, whom I will raise up unto them. All right, now let's go to Like I'm looking for a precept, but it's all good. I'm just go to Isaiah chapter 1. Let me see something like it. All right, let's go to Lamentation chapter 4, verse 21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked." All right, so that cup is judgment. You know, the scriptures reference cups and throughout the scriptures, man. The scriptures also talk about the wine of the wrath of the Lord. You know, this is book of, but the second 22nd verse, it says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion." Right, so yeah, the our punishment is getting ready to be accomplished, while Esau's punishment is getting ready to come to pass, man. It says, "He will no more carry thee away into captivity." Right, ain't gonna be no more going on slave ships. Um we getting snatched up by different heathens, and everybody paying each other to do horrible things to us and our children. It says, "He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins." Right. So yeah, that's what it's talking about when he says, "He shall make thyself naked," because he's being exposed, man. You know, and yeah, he's being exposed, and the truth is coming out, man. You know, but this is Revelation the 14 verse 9. It says, "And a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand," right? So if any man comply to his his society, when the hour of temptation comes to pass, in Revelation 3:10, which shall come upon the whole earth, right? Them that dwell therein, and that you end up receiving a sea hip, which is the micro tech, right? If you receive it, this is the judgment that's going to happen. It says, Revelation chapter 14 verse 10, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation." Right. So this is another time the Lord references the cup, right? He says, "The cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone," right? Because the judgment for that is going to be those ICBMs, brimstone, and the presence of the holy angels, and the presence of the Lamb. And I got this because it said that the drink of the wine of the wrath of the Lord. So cups are also symbolic for judgments. You know, um, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6 verse 9. I mean, not Second Ezra 69, but Isaiah chapter 1. You know, because you know, uh, you know, people, that's not the route to take, man. To take the sea hip, we just read how her sins have reached up into heaven. That part of the reason that her sins are really going to reach all the way up into heaven, is because you're going to have so many Israelites that's going to comply with his digital awe, man. And making them perpetual slaves, man, slaves forever. Slaves forever. When in the scriptures, when you have a slave, really, I think you're supposed to, the scripture talk about letting the slave go in 7 days. I mean, not 7 days, but 70 years, man. You let them go free for no reason, right? And not for no reason. It's like I don't want to butcher it, but yeah, man. He's in his pride. He's gonna just, hey, you can be my slave forever. completely off, man. Completely against Yahweh Shemel Shah. And that's why, there's going to be such a horrific judgment for America, man. Those sins, counting up to the heavens. Everybody that take a digital C hip in their right hand on the forehead or wherever, those sins are adding up, man. You know, it says Isaiah chapter 1 and verse um 4. It says, "Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity." Right, iniquity is like sin upon sin. A seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going away backward, and right, and the ultimate way that you're going to go way backward is by taking that seed, man. Right, completely turning your back on the Lord. Verse 5, it says, "Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint." Right, because our heads are sick, man. Starting with the Rothschilds, and the top bankers. They don't they are you know unfit to be righteous rulers. You know, and that's how we move off of how our kings, or not kings but princes, current rulers of the earth, provide us with a way of living. And it's sick, man. It's bad. You know, you got them ruling out of Orab KO. That's how they like to rule. This is a bad, kingdom to live, and a bad time to be in, man. Because the times are gonna get horrible due to the Orab KO, and this devil just making certain moves to put forth his agenda. It says the whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint, right? But also the head is sick because the leaders that we have for the nation of Israel, man. Teachers, different types of teachers, pastors and things that's not teaching, Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. They're not pushing Yahweh Shemi Al Shai, but they're complying, with the doctrines of devils, from that they get from our enemies, man. 501c3s, contracts that you know what's the word I'm looking for? Like restrict you from saying certain truths. All right. It says, "In the whole heart faint, from the sole of the foot even unto the head." Right, and the heart meaning your mind. And we're faint because just constant oppression. You know, or constant oppression for a low age. Which is wicked, man. You're wicked ready to rule a kingdom. But we suffer. All Israelites suffer, and I've been noticing like a lot of Israelites seem a lot more tired, man. A lot more fed up with things that's going on here in America. Celebrities, man. I've been noticing. All right, verse 6, it says, "From the sole of the foot, even unto the head, there's no soundness in it." Soundness meaning peace. I was just talking about that yesterday with a brother. Like shit, even when we go to sleep, it's still no rest, man. Sitting up here going to sleep and having bad dreams and shit. You know, going to sleep and shit. Last night, man, I went to sleep and I didn't even get full rest. It was just like I was going to sleep, but I wasn't fully asleep. My eyes were still kind of like open. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting there, trying to force myself to go to sleep, but it's like just kind of like dozing off, but not really sleep for a whole hour, man. And I'm like, man, what the hell is this? We gotta get out of this kingdom, man. There's no rest, but we constantly gotta do. We gotta do. Get up and work for this devil so that we can, make a living. Brothers got children. Brothers, got lives, man. It says, "From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and purifying sores, and petrifying sores like it." They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment, right? So these wounds haven't been healed, man. We still dealing with the curses, man. You know, and no man can heal us from the curses, man. But Yahweh Shai shot. The scripture say that no man shall buy thee. I mean, no man shall save thee in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. So we have to come up out of captivity by one thing, and that's Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai means he delivers. Yahweh is going to send his son Yahweh Shai to deliver the elect and, make them the joint heirs in an everlasting kingdom, man. And we're not going to go into captivity anymore, man. But I'm gonna close it right there. Lord's been this edifying. The way up, how about Hashimi, how Shai forgive me the spiritual lesson. Until next time, I say Shalom. Shalom. Till next time.